For the people that don't know, who we got on We Visuals?
My name is Sheila Smith, mother of Senior Smith. This is my son, David Ellis.
The youngest.
Go.
Okay. So where was you born, Sheila?
I was born in Houston, Texas, raised out in a small town outside of Houston called Livingston. I have two sisters, well, two older sisters, and my brother who still lives in Texas. My mother and father still living. I moved to Detroit when I got pregnant with my oldest son, Senior, for a change. Hey.
Okay, so how was it like? How was it like growing up in Livingston, Texas?
It was rough. I was a farm girl. I lived on a farm where we had everything: trees, cows, horses,
pigs,
ducks, pigs, snakes, alligators.
Anything a farm consists of.
Oh wow,
Still got that land, don't we?
That had to be interesting, like being from Livingston on the farm and then coming to Detroit.
Well, I moved to Detroit for a reason, for a change, because I was struggling there in Texas. I had moved back to Houston, and I got pregnant with my oldest son, and things got a little hectic for me. So my daddy said, "Come to Detroit."
Okay.
And it would help me try to get myself rebalanced in my life. So that's what I did. Came here, I stayed here, I've been here ever since. Since then I've graduated from high school, I've been to college.
Okay.
I've worked on, you name it, I've been there. Now I'm...
Inspired us to go to college.
Yeah. I'm currently now working as private duty, helping a few older people out, trying to give something back to society that I didn't get. You got to start.
Okay. So, how was it like? What was the difference from growing up in Texas into coming to Detroit?
A big difference, because there's more people here.
Okay.
Living on a farm, you see people spaced out.
Too many hats.
They were spaced out in houses. You had to walk a mile to the store, where you could go right around the corner here. It's a big difference. It's the weather here is different. It's hotter there than it is here. I mean, I love Detroit now, but at first I didn't want to be here. I wanted to go back to my hometown.
Oh yeah.
But since I've been here, I'm here.
So growing up in the South, was it a lot of racism down there?
A lot, especially when we was going to school. It was just like when the Rosa Parks situation, where we get on the bus, we have to go to the back of the bus. We had separate schools until they integrated the schools together. The elementary and junior high and high school. The junior high and the high school was racist. We had a little school way back where they had everybody in one class, but eventually it integrated to where we went to junior high and high school in Livingston.
So you talking about the blacks had their own school way in the back?
They had schools in the woods.
Oh wow.
And then we had to go to the outhouse, where, use the bathroom outside if you had to go to the bathroom. Yeah,
oh wow. Dang. Yeah. So you come here, you had your son Senior Smith. How was it like his childhood, him growing up?
Ty was very, I want to say, needy. Nerdy, needy. He was the type of child that he couldn't stand to get a spot of water on his pants.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He was very smart, always have been. Honor roll student throughout his life. He was every grade A+ student. Yeah. He was there. He did it. Okay. He graduated from high school, Pershing High School, and from there he went on to the Army, which didn't pan out too well, but hey.
So when he went to the Army, how was you feeling about him going to the Army?
I thought it was an opportunity, but he would call me every day, every single day. Ma, I don't like it here. Mom, what am I gonna do? You're in there now, so just try to deal with it. Mom, they racist down here, but deal with it. You'll be okay. So he did his little 3 years in there, and when he got out, he said, "I'm never going back." I said, "Okay. So what are you gonna do?"
Okay, so when he come back home, did you see like a change in him?
I seen that he had matured more.
Okay.
I mean, he was already matured. Tyrone was different.
Well, you could definitely see the structure and the discipline that the Army teaches.
You know how,
I mean,
you see
you
how
know,
people,
in his attitude.
younger people come out and hair be all wild and clothes hung all off. His wasn't that, he wasn't that way. He was just always neat. Neat and kept his hair cut low, cared about how he looked, how he dressed. Always. A bit stingy, but hey. He didn't want to spend that money on that.
You say you ain't got it, you always keep it, huh?
He said he did good though. I mean, you know, I can truly say I am proud of him. I'm proud of all of my kids. So
yeah, for sure.
Even though I'm the wild child.
Oh, yeah, very much so. Yeah.
3 times the charge.
So he get out the Army, right? And he bring some friends from down there. When they came down here, what you thought they was about to do?
I just thought they was coming to visit. I didn't know nothing. What did I know? I mean, you know, I just thought these was his friends. I didn't know anything about what they was coming here to do. All I know is I picked them up from the airport. Now, what was going on at that time, I did not know.
I'll never forget that trip. That was the longest trip ever.
Oh yeah, so when you find out he's selling drugs and everything, what did you tell him? Like,
You mean when he first came back?
yeah.
He didn't sell them.
Oh, he wasn't selling them at first?
No, not at first. Tyrone went through when he got out the Army, he felt like the Army didn't do nothing for him.
Yeah.
He went through a moment of depression.
Okay.
He did, because he was trying to find a job. He thought that getting out the Army, they was going to be, oh, okay, well, we got this perfect opportunity for you, and it wasn't there. So he slipped into a depressed state, which I don't know when these drugs came about. I do know when he got off that airplane, I didn't know none of that was, I didn't know that. That I didn't know until afterwards.
Okay.
But after that, then he started getting off into more serious stuff, which I didn't condone because I feared for his life. I felt like he never was a street person. See, I don't know how he grew up out there in the streets. I only saw Tyrone at home.
Yeah.
Now, when all of y'all was out there hanging out and doing y'all's thing, that was no concern of mine, just as long as he was okay.
Oh yeah, for
You know what I'm saying? That was it. And I figured all y'all grew up together, so y'all would take care of each other.
Yeah.
That's where I was at with that. As long as y'all take care of each other, I'm fine.
For
No
sure.
problems. I didn't have none.
Okay, so in the interview, he talked about somebody had got him for his weed. How did that happen? Like, cause I'm looking at it like, dang, how the you just get your shit taken? What what could you
That's
put on
That's
that?
embarrassing, because the only thing I could see, we were all downstairs
Okay.
and the girl was upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I won't say it, God rest his soul. Bill was upstairs. Now what was going on? We was, down there having a good time and everything. Next thing I know, now they had been up there for a minute. Now what happened up there, we don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is I heard her, and he came running down the stairs and looked over at us. And the girl came down right after he came down and said he had took her stuff. So we said, how did he get it?
Yeah, that's how I want to know.
So he had to be in there with you. You was in there probably campaigning and doing whatever it is that you do as a woman. I don't know, but if I'd have caught it, it wouldn't have happened, because I'd have broke both of them's neck. You
For
understand?
sure, believe
I don't
it.
play that kind of shit. Believe me, I don't. No. But he took it. They chased him. Couldn't find him. which he ran to the police station. Later, I found out he was over by right behind the police station. All I had to do was go behind the police station. They would have got him.
Oh, wow.
But after that, he went on. And, you know, y'all, God forgive me, but it was illegal in the first place. Y'all brought it to my house. He was my man. And, I mean, I loved my man.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say I don't love my kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Had it had been my son that this happened to, I probably would have tried to replace it back.
Mm-hmm.
But she shouldn't have been up there trying to show her little coochie on.
It
wouldn't have happened. I don't think it would have happened because how would he even know where it was at?
Yeah, that's real.
Showed it to him.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I don't know how he got it that quick and she was there. I have no idea how that happened because I wasn't up there. So I can't really elaborate too much on that. All I know is he took it.
Okay. So, like, before you had Ron, Ron used to always talk about his father or something. Like, how was his father?
Whew. His father, really. I was young and didn't know a lot about life.
Mm-hmm.
Out there, his father was much older than me. And I saw somebody I liked, and I thought he liked me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I didn't know about a lot about sex.
Yeah, for sure.
So I moved into that situation because of probably what I was going through with at home, the differences that was being made between me and my sisters. So I just got off into something. I moved out. I went for a checkup. I had a miscarriage, and then I stayed gone. I'm out there. Didn't know. Got pregnant again, which was with Tyrone. And from there, I mean, my grandfather said I couldn't come back home. So I just stayed out there in the streets and survived the best way I could. And then when my daddy found out that I was pregnant, he told me to come here to Detroit and let him help me get back on my feet. And that's what I did. Came here, me. Well, I don't think my sisters came with me. It was just me at first. Well, my sister was already here from previous. She was already here, and I was pregnant. I stayed with my daddy until I could get a place of my own. And the first place I got was in the projects.
Okay.
That was my first and real home to me. It was like heaven to me. Me and Tyrone, we slept on a mattress on the floor until I was able to do better. I worked. And when I say I worked different jobs, I worked a lot of jobs. I didn't have that background where my family could just coach me into being a
parent.
Yeah, you know, only thing I had was streets. I had to learn it, and I learned it dealing with their fathers.
Okay.
I learned how to handle myself out there in the streets dealing with them. So anything, I mean, they say self-experience is the best experience in the world. Street knowledge, I knew nothing of. I didn't even know what it was called to have street knowledge. But I learned as I went. You know, you learn as you go. So that's how I learned.
Okay.
The guys.
So, growing up in the projects, like when you moved to the project, how was it like? Like, what year was it?
It was in, I had him in 76. 70, Tyrone made probably about 78.
Oh, 78? Was it white people out there?
If it was, I didn't see him.
Oh,
I basically kept to myself.
Oh, yeah, you did keep to yourself.
I didn't really associate with a lot of people out there. I'm like that now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling Ron, like, dang, man, our mamas did not associate with a lot of people at all.
No. Yeah. I mean, people talk, come visit. No, I didn't do that because I guess growing up and learning things on my own taught me that women, I'm not trying to speak on women in no bad way, but it can be a lot of mess growing when you're young. And I was young then when I moved out there. I had to be about, I had to be about 20, I had Sean at 23. So I had Tyrone at 18.
Oh, wow.
He was 18 years old.
Cause Sean is 4 after Tyrone.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I was young, so I didn't want to get off into nothing. I didn't know nobody. I didn't want nobody to knock me in my head.
I wanted to never realize that, Mark, cause you do some pretty
Yeah.
slamming get-togethers. It seemed like you was pretty.
Well, yeah, 'cause I kept to myself.
Things was different when I was born.
I didn't want to be associated with everybody. I mean, my kids did. Of course, y'all, they associated with all of y'all, which was good. You know, had their little moments, but we all did.
Yeah.
And all of y'all come to my house and eat. And
All
sleep.
day, every day.
Every time. If you out there, come in. But the one thing I did like about Tyrone, if I say be in here at a certain time, he was there.
Yeah.
On the other hand, that other one, I mean, when he got ready, what? Okay, all right.
You're not gonna start over here, right?
Ty came. No, I ain't gonna get on you. No.
So you was a single parent with 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
So, what was some of the tactics Senior used to help you?
Changing my
Well, the only
diapers.
thing I could say is the only thing I required of all of my kids was to go to school and get an education.
Okay.
That was the tactic. I mean, he never was hard. He went to school, didn't complain. I can remember, man, can I remember back in the times when we struggled through a lot. And I can remember the times when he was going to school. You know, let me say this. It was one time I thought about killing myself.
Oh, wow.
My kids was little, and it was just at that time I had Tyrone and my other son, and I used to see the struggle. Tyrone would go to school, and nothing stopped him from going. Nothing. He went to school with holes in his shoes. I couldn't afford to even buy him shoes. He didn't complain. He would go to school. I'm talking about when I was way back when he was up in Atkinson Elementary. He would have bags on his feet out in the snow, and I felt so bad. And I thought about, this was while he was in school. I said, you know what? I said, I should just end it right now. I said, because I can't do nothing for my son. Wow. I said, because, I mean, I look at the struggle, and he's trying. He never complained. He still got up, went to school. And so I laid down on the couch. I got me a bottle of pills. I put them right there. I said, well, I'm just going to end this. I'm just going to do this. And it seemed like a voice came to me and said, well, if you end your life, if they don't have nobody now, what are they going to have if you kill yourself? That stopped. I said, no. So I got to make a change with my life. I got to do better. I just got to get out here and do it for myself. I got to get out here. I got to provide for them. I got to make sure that they have what they need. People was giving them gloves, and I would put socks on his fingers because he wanted to go to school. Nothing stopped him from wanting to go to school. He went. And that's the one thing, that meant everything to me. So I felt like, as a mother, single parent, I had to do something. I hadn't, like, them hell of a guys to come in, and his daddy was never in his life, to come in and say, well, hey, let me do this for you. I had to get out there and get it myself, and that's what I did. I did what I had to do. By all means, what I had to do. Whatever it took, that's what I did.
Okay, that's 100 all the way though. Cause like these new brand of kids, they don't understand that though, like the struggle.
They don't know what struggle is.
At all.
They don't know what it's like to get up and have it. See, these new brand of kids, they have kids, they go ship them off on the mamas, on their grandmamas, grandparents and all that. You gotta raise your kids. I never was one to go put my kids off on nobody. So I felt like I would leave them, if I had to go to work, I'd leave them at home and tell them what they, Tyrone was good at that. He, you know, would maintain the house at a young age, but yet still go to school and do what he had to do to graduate and get through school. I just, like I say, going through school, he was always shy like, but he got had a lot of friends, and I don't know, I guess as life went on, he made the friends that he needed. Y'all was in his life. And I think that was good.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, so you say how old is you?
I'm 61.
Wow.
I'll be 62 January 31st.
Oh, so you coming up? Your birthday coming up, huh?
Yeah, I got a
so
birthday
you'll be
coming up.
41, huh?
I'll be 26.
Yeah.
Oh, you younger than me now?
26.
Okay.
So, like, then Tyrone come from the army. He have a little stint in the streets. He meet his wife from the projects and everything. When you first met Jen, how was she?
Bubbly.
When I first met Jen, Tyrone brought her over on Eureka.
Okay.
Because I had left them out in the projects to live, to maintain their own lives, and I moved on over there.
Mm-hmm.
He came over. He said, "Ma, I want you to meet somebody." I was laying down in the bed, and she never did come into my room. She just sat out in the dining area, and I heard something say, "Oh, hi, Miss Smith." Who is that? So he introduced her as Jen. I thought in the beginning, and God knows I still love Jen regardless to how she feel about me, but I love her because Tyrone was heading into, I won't say destructive, I'll just say danger zone. He was just out there trying to sell drugs, and
In other words, she slowed him down a lot.
she stopped him, and I love and respect her for
Gave him a
that,
sense of
because
manhood.
I guess during that time he just felt like this is something I need to do. I need that money. He always liked money, so I guess he felt, oh, it's coming in and he's come easy. But I was afraid that something would happen to him, and I liked her when she was with him. She was an aspiration to his life, but the thing with that, he put too much into her.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He put his, you know how they always say, don't always put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
All his eggs went into that basket.
Mm-hmm.
He put so much trust in her. I mean, so much trust in her. But I guess that's what you do when you love somebody.
Yeah.
But hey, and it backfired. Really backfired.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? When every time they would go on a date, he'd get dressed up. I'll be in my room getting dressed up too. Ain't going nowhere.
I mean, I really thought she was a different person. I did. I mean,
You think like
All did.
do you really think it was like her fault, like, or do you really know like the background of the situation, like?
I don't really know, because every time she came around me, oh, I love him so much. Oh, I love him. I just love your son. It never was, let me talk to you about, you know how you get into a relationship with somebody and something is going bad and you, can I talk to you, Miss Smith? Let me tell you about your son. It never was that. So I didn't see, if it was there, I didn't see it. All I know is I thought she had his back, because even if me and Tyrone got into it, she jumped sides with him against me. It never was, maybe I was blindsided. I don't know. Tyrone, I guess maybe it was the way he was raised. He was always raised to want money. But I still think that they could have made it had been, the situation had been conversation.
Communication.
No communication, he gets nowhere. And when she did what she did, I mean, I was out, and she had did it before, and I had told him, I said, look, let me say this to you. Take your money out and put it somewhere else. Put it where she can't find it. Don't put her name on everything that you have. You trust in her too much with your life. Yeah, Ma, you right. But I guess, like I said, love conquers all.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. Maybe about a year later, it happened again. But this time it was more fatal.
Yeah, but
fatal. It was fatal.
Maybe it was more that she didn't compromise to improvise, and more of a, after a certain amount of time with her feelings, it was just like, I'm gonna deal with this and overlay for the other place so I can do this.
It could have been, but she still could have talked to him. She still could have.
You know.
I feel like in any relationship you get into, whether it be man, woman, if you don't like what I do, let's sit down and talk about it. But this is your husband. You're his wife. If it's a problem, let's go to counseling. Let's try to work this out. Let's try to see. It could have been that she was bored at home. I don't know. Because he did work a lot.
Okay.
And I used to tell him, Ty, maybe you need to take her out. Do some things with her. You know what I'm saying? You know, she lost her mom. I don't know how that situation with them went. I have no idea because their life was basically more private than anything. And like
It was
I said,
B&J for real. Super
so
private.
when she would come over or come over to the house or whatever, it was like nothing was going wrong with him. So I would never know. I mean, from time to time I'd hear him argue, but then that settled down and they went on. Nobody wouldn't have made me believe that she would have did what she did to him. Nobody. You know, not without talking to him. And I don't know if she talked to him or not. I don't know.
That one got me.
So, like, when that happened and everything, like, was you scared for your son, like, how he was acting?
Man. It was so devastating. And, you know, like a mother, a father, you know, I can't even describe. I could feel his pain because he was, I can't describe how Tyrone could have felt. He was more, I don't know, maybe in shock at the thought that the woman that he put all his trust into would just take him for a loop like that. But when I tell you, he went through it. He went through it. And I mean, went through it. I'm talking about from when she first left, I wasn't here, and he called me on the phone. And he had called here, and I wasn't home. I got a call, said call Tyrone, so I called him on the phone, and he said, Mom, he said, she did it again. I said, who? He said, Jen did it to me again. I said, did what? He said, she left me again. She said, Mama. He said, but you ain't gonna believe this. I said, believe what? He said, Mom, that ain't the worst of it. she took all the money.
Wow.
I said, you mean to tell me, where was I'm thinking she went to the bank and got it out. I didn't, see, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know nothing about no private life. You left the money in the bank, in her account, for her to take all your money out. I told you to take a certain portion of it and let her see that amount and take the rest of it and put it up. Put it in a different account. He wouldn't do it. So she took it all. When I tell you Tyrone went through something I can't describe, I thought he was going to kill himself. I honestly, I prayed every single day. It took, I was just about drained trying to get him to go straight. Tyrone had a breakdown behind this. He won't admit it, but he did. He had a nervous breakdown and he couldn't see it. He just tried to ignore the fact that, Ma, she got me. But what am I going to do? What am I going to, you know, I had to keep, he almost lost his child a couple of times. That's how bad it had got. And I told him, I said, look, I kept sending him little prayers over the phone. He would call me 3, 4, 5 times a day. I went through this for 2.5 years. He kept trying to get in contact with her, kept trying to talk to her. Please talk to me, tell me what I've done, just come back. And I used to tell him, stop begging her. Stop. Somebody's gonna come into your life one day. Tyrone had lost so much weight. He wasn't eating, he wasn't sleeping. I honestly thought he was gonna kill himself at one point. I did, because he talked about it. I made him go see somebody. Go see somebody, talk to somebody. It's not that serious. You'll get over it. He lost
so much weight.
I can't even inside of me, I could feel the hurt, but I can't describe it.
Yeah, you can't describe it if you never went through stuff like that. Like,
I
they basically grew up together. So I mean, you know, grow up
they
with
was as
somebody.
one.
Yeah, I was young. And
So
together
you
and,
took his heart and just ripped it. And for you to do that without an explanation, without a trace, I could see a person, hey, look, I'm gone, I'm leaving, goodbye, this is where I am, I don't want you to come. She changed everything.
Wow.
So
that been planned. That was planned for a while.
almost definitely.
Yeah.
Probably
It's
for
not
about
a doubt in
I
my
would say
mind.
for probably about a year, because
Longer than that.
I used to have to go over there. We used to sit all day long, sit, talk, pray. He cried. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna live. I had to talk him into how to maintain himself back on his job because he was losing focus there. See, this is the thing. People don't understand. People call you crazy for a reason. I'm not crazy. I'm hurting. There's a difference. He was deeply hurt. And I mean, when I say deep, like you could just take his heart out. You could just walk up to him and just pour his heart out. He probably would have felt relief. Everybody was calling him crazy, and Tyrone is not crazy. He was just going through a period of adjustment. And he didn't know how to deal with it because it had never happened to him like that. So when they was trying to say, oh, he's crazy for this and he's crazy, he's done, no, he had a breakdown. A breakdown.
Yeah.
People try to specify his grief instead of just calling it grief for the general thing it is.
But
grief.
the thing about it, they didn't know exactly what he was going through.
Yeah, because he never told nobody ever. He kept it in.
To know it first.
No.
But by keeping it in,
it made it worse.
It made it worse. Tyrone didn't want to leave his apartment. He would just stay up in there. He wouldn't open the blinds. I used to go out there, boy, open up, let some sunshine up in here. The only thing he would do, he kept his body clean. That's about it. But, you know, he wouldn't eat. He'd just eat the same thing over and over. I go in there, what is all this here? It was just on this, well, Jen, that's what me and Jen. No, Jen is not here. You wasn't raised on no damn, what you call them, fish sticks?
Yeah, fish sticks.
What's the
fish
thing
I
that
don't even know.
Advertising in the market that be flying up in the little thing? What's them little fish patties? Well, anyway, that's what he ate.
Wow.
For breakfast, he'd eat his fruit, his pancakes, and his, what else was that? He might eat some of them fish sticks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow.
He wasn't eating nothing, just losing weight. He had stopped taking his vitamins. He stopped functioning inside. Just like inside of him was just dead. Dead. It took a lot. Lord, I prayed, God, please don't let it. He said, Mom, I just feel like just killing myself. I don't want to go on no more. Well, how am I going to get through this? I said, you will. You just got to pray and put it up there. He's going to bring you some relief. So, gradually, little by little, I used to try to get him to come over here and spend the night. Every once in a blue moon, he'd come over here, stay. But he couldn't sleep. He was restless, just tired.
Just walking around.
Walking around till he just passed out. Then you know, that kind of sleep is not really good sleep. Because you're really not sleeping because your mind is not at rest. So, you know, his heart, I really thought, I said, Ty, you're going to keep on till you have a heart attack or something. You got to stop. After 2.5 years of going through that, he would call me every day still talking about the same thing. Mom, she just took me for everything. If she'd just left my money and went on about her business, that would have been different. But she took me for everything. I don't even think it was so much as the money. I think he just loved her.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. He loved her.
Yeah.
Now, if she'd have came back during that time, he'd have took her back. I said, if she come back, you're going to take her back. I already know that. That's love. You loved her. That's that kind of love. I don't never ever want.
That's crazy.
I mean, to love somebody is good. To be in love with somebody is good. But that kind of love, I hope I never feel that.
Heck yeah.
That more like Jen spent more time doing more of the bro thing than the ladylike thing.
To us.
No, I mean like because he depended on her, or I wouldn't say depended, but relied on her to do everything in the bro category that he probably did, the computer, the this, the that, you know.
Right.
And I felt like maybe if she had put, it was more of she placed herself in a more feminine light in the relationship, focused on cooking, cleaning, decorating the apartment, doing little things that, I mean, not specifying it by the sexes, because, you know, I'm a feminist myself.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, you know, just like, I felt like it was just like a conflict in interest there. Because maybe what Ron was interested in, she wasn't. But at the end of the day, instead of just accommodating him to pacify him, just, you know, she could have been focusing more on
the woman,
the focal point of the womanly thing, which further makes me feel like, and not to just like butt in or anything, what purposefully makes me feel like it was an agenda. Because at the end of the day, I'm a type of person, I try to make lemons out of lemonade. Sure. And I try to squeeze that lemon, whether it's in a paper cup, before I finally say, oh, I'm done, and I'm going to bust up. You know, but you bust up. You didn't.
No explanation.
I mean, you got a stack of emails.
No
as
explanation.
Thick as this right here. And you done talked to this, a whole nother dude.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, but you can talk to your husband about these things.
Yeah, that's real.
Some woman gonna tell,
and that's terrible.
Or some man gonna tell their husband or their wife, hey, look, I'm on a porn site with this guy, and I'm watching him have sex with other women.
I'm not going into details. I'm just saying the intimate details that she was expressing to this guy. If she had tried to express them to her husband, maybe I understand.
But what I'm saying, she was taking snapshots that they had took pictures on and took him off so she could show her booty back there to the guy. I figured she had done took that money and went down there with that guy and met the wrong one. Man. I just can't see you just up and doing no stuff like that.
Yeah, that was like.
But here's my thing with Ty. Like I told Tyrone, I say, Ty, I say, you're the type of person, he said, Ma, I didn't go through her phone, I didn't do nothing. Some men probe a little bit. Just a little bit. You sit on that computer all the time. You want to know why? Why are you on the computer?
Believe it.
Let me see what you doing. Ty, oh, well, that's her business. Let her do. So her business got just publicized out there with some other nigga. And I guess he out there getting a cuckoo now.
No, Jen might have been an undercover nympho or something.
I don't know what she is. All I know is what she did. I wouldn't have did it to a dog. That was...
Yeah, that was scandalous.
That was a blow. And I mean, my thing of it is, if you was going to move on. That's fine. Whatever, if Tyrone wasn't the person for you and you feel like he was this way or that way, move on. But why not get on the phone and say, hey, look.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Why you got to be so secretive about it? Why is it that you don't want him to, because the first time she did it, well, I guess maybe she didn't want him to know where she was at because she didn't want him to beg her back. Because the first time she did it, he did. I wouldn't have. Go on, but that's love. I don't know whether I would have begged him back or not. I might have would have did the same thing. In the strength of, you won't do this again. But at the same time, I never would have gave you that opportunity to get that chance to rake over me. Because if you was going to leave, go. But you won't get a chance to take my money. He worked hard. Tyrone wouldn't take days off. I told him, I said, maybe you need to take her on a vacation. He said, Mama, she want to go this place, that place. She won't keep a job. So I got to make sure we keep money in there. He said, we was going to move. Go do whatever she want to do. Okay, but it takes money. It takes that. But he I don't know. I don't know. You wouldn't have probably wanted to know him during them times. Because it was, Lord, was I tired.
I know you was, but...
Oh, my God.
That's what a parent do, though.
Yeah.
You had to strap up.
He kept saying, Mom, just talk to me. Just talk. Ty, what else can I say to you? You got to pray. Saying, it's getting ready to get a little bit better. So now he's kind of getting back in there. But I still say he still feels the wrath of some of it.
Yeah, he does.
He hasn't forgiven himself.
He have to forgive her.
I think he has. I think he hasn't forgiven himself for allowing it to happen.
And maybe
some
that was
slide past his radar, his whole system he had done constructed.
I think what was so most embarrassing about everything was when he was with her, he separated himself from everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was the most embarrassing part. Well, when they find out, I said, you can't worry about what nobody said. This happens to everybody, people
Yes, it did.
all across the world. So you can't worry about that. Those are still your friends. You got to get somewhere in your life. You can't keep hiding up in this apartment. I just don't want to be around nobody. When I say he was about as small as you, I'm not saying that you're small, you're young, but you know how.
Hey, I know. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't even high school wrong.
He was just
dang.
skinny.
He was like
Twilight.
Twilight.
Was just, you could
The
see.
vampire.
I'm saying, none of this here. He didn't have arms straight like that. Just nothing. No life. None. He kept saying, this is a dark world I'm in. It's so dark. So that means he was dead inside.
Yeah.
Everything in him, just like they had to retch it in, just poured it all out and just left a shell there.
Wow.
I heard it with him. I did. I used to make them go out there and sit with your brother. Sean, go out there and talk to you, but you need to go see about your brother. Greg, come on, man. We're going to come out there. I'll come out there and watch. And we used to go out there and just sit. Sit. Try to get his mind off of it. It was hard. That's one of the hardest parts of my life. You know, I'm 61 years old. I ain't never went through no shit like that.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. I can only imagine, though.
Yeah, but he's still in so many ways.
He's still going through a lot of it, though.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And instead of him just admitting I'm still going through it, he's trying to put on this fake show like I'm
not fake show.
I've gotten over it. No, you haven't. No, you have not. In order to get over it, you got to calm down.
Yeah.
You got to keep on moving. You don't owe her no explanation on nothing.
For sure.
You don't have to prove yourself to her for nothing. You know what I'm saying? When you can get past that, you can move on with your life. Until then, you ain't going nowhere.
Okay. So, wow, that was deep.
Yeah.
So, you obviously was a great parent to all your kids and everything. What you want the world to know about yourself that the world don't know?
I got a birthday coming up in January 1st. Basically, I'm just a basic person. I'm just, what is it that they don't know about me? I love people.
Okay. They might have not.
I had hoped to be rich one day, but since I'm not, I'll just settle for who I am now. I'm rich in character. What else can I tell y'all about me? I don't know. Ask me something.
Our family is made of extended families.
Oh no, I don't want to know.
I got like 4 grandmas. Right there, they got 27 kids.
Hey, but I do know that when Tyrone was going through it, my brother, my sister, all of us basically tried to pull. Even my daddy, who's 88 years old, by the way. Everybody had to be there for him. But they had to really. It had to be some. He didn't. I don't care what you said. He didn't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? That was just one of them things where I hear you, but I don't hear you because my mind is focused on that this dark world I'm in, this dark space. I'm just so into it. I just don't know how to get out of it. The devil was really taking over his body.
Yeah.
Because he was lashing out at people. People said, you say the wrong little thing, he lashes.
Yeah.
Still do that now. That's why I say he haven't completely gotten over it.
Yeah. But you can tell he healing though.
Yeah, he's healing.
He like 75% healed.
Yes.
And like
Still
I say,
25% to go.
I say when his eyewear and everything come, and he don't got no chance to think about that, and he be all over the world.
Whenever it come out, he gonna make it. And I told him, I said, you better get on out there, because if you get out there and you get successful out there, guess what? You'll see her again.
Yes, indeed.
Right back on. You will be. I keep telling him these words. I don't care who God puts on this earth, if somebody do you wrong, somewhere in life, you will meet that person again. You will get a chance to confront your demons. You will get that opportunity to ask her, why did you do this to me? You'll get that chance. But you got to be patient. It's going to happen. I thought it would have done happened by now, but it happened.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
It's too soon because he has not healed completely. Once he heal and release her from his heart, I guarantee you, he'll see. She'll come back.
You just gotta find yourself. You got the wrong before Jen, then you got the wrong with Jen.
Now you got
he's trying to
find yourself.
Find that wrong after Jen, but little do he know the wrong after Jen was really the wrong before Jen. But all of that got ironed out when he was in a marriage and a relationship, so it wasn't no more just at the other end.
But
Fat boy
no,
style
because
or
the
nothing.
wrong
It was
before
just
Jen was
like
a little bit more easier
husband.
going.
Yeah, the wrong before
Jen,
Jen, he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You can talk. You can't even talk now.
No, you could talk to him. You
Yeah.
could, but I guarantee you this here much: he wasn't gonna spend a lot of money. I bet you that. I bet you. Now, I mean, with his family,
Recreationally, he would.
if we was all sitting in a setting and he come over and we all sitting around, yeah, like that. But now, I don't know.
Yeah, we used to have to put
I don't
wrong
know.
out. We be so drunk in here.
I don't know. I don't know. I know that's my son, but sometimes I don't feel like that's my son. Sometimes I feel like there's another person in there that needs to just get away from him.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want people to look at him like he's crazy because he's not.
Nah, he ain't crazy
He's
at
not
all.
crazy by a long shot.
He just hurting.
He's just hurting inside. Know the difference between
Hurting and crazy. It's two different.
It's two different things.
Even insane different from crazy.
That's right.
For
That's
real.
Right. But they seem to say, "Oh, he's crazy."
Nah, he ain't crazy.
And not to quote that movie, Get Out, but he's like in a sunken place.
Yeah,
it's like
for
when
sure.
little dude was falling in the dark, but he could see the window through his eyes, but it's like the world was just like this, and he's just falling.
That's the best demonstration to get involved, but he just sunken. So
she took a chunk of his life. She took over half his heart away from him. So now he's trying to get that part back. He's falling into wit, you dumb.
And see the irony of that though, even in that movie, old boy freed himself.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. He's going to have to free himself. Old boy freed himself. He put the cotton in his ears. He waited. He freed himself from whatever prison he was in. And that's with any individual, particularly a man. You have to free yourself.
Free himself is he's going to have to forgive her for what she
Yes, indeed.
We're going to do
You
a poll.
got to forgive. Anytime somebody do you wrong, you got to forgive. If you don't forgive, you're going to forever be stuck.
Yeah.
You got to let it go. You got to. What you holding on to it for? And I told him that. Why are you holding on to it? No matter how much you hold, 9 times out of 10, when you think about her, I guarantee you she's thinking about you too.
Yes, indeed.
But you got to let it go.
Yeah.
She ain't thought enough to come back and
Heck
apologize for what
yeah,
she did. Because you know the money gone.
Yeah.
You know that. Because somebody called me. She didn't use my name somewhere.
Wow.
Okay?
Well, this was a great interview and everything. I thank you so much. And if anybody trying to reach y'all and everything during social media and everything, what's all your social medias, Dave?
I am David Ellis on Facebook, Hamtramck, Michigan. Instagram, I'm Dark Model David, all lowercase, no spaces. You can DM me, hit me up. I'm here. I'm always present, front and center. What's your
Facebook?
Sheila
Smith.
That's it. Plain and simple. Sheila Smith.
On Facebook?
You're gonna see two. One Sheila Smith don't have a picture. The other Sheila Smith has a picture. The one that don't have a picture, that would be me.
Normally I'm rocking some shades
I
in my
can't remember
picture.
my password, so I don't even go under. That's the cute Sheila Smith. Okay? So, but the other one don't have no picture. I tried to put a picture on that, I don't know how, so. Forget it.
I'm trying to help her with that, you know, getting
So I'm Sheila
organized a little
Smith,
bit. You know.
friends of Senior Smith.
Okay.
So you'll know.
All right.
I'm his mom, David's mom, Sean's mom. I'm everybody's mom. Anybody need a mother? You know?